When I was in high school, I was obsessed with finding the meta. You know what the meta is, right? Basically, the way. Let me fix this camera. I was obsessed with finding the correct way or the right way or the cool way to do stuff. And this has a lot of problems, man. What I mean by that is instead of just getting some shoes that I wanted or some shoes that felt comfortable or some shoes that were efficient and effective for me, I was focused on getting Jordans. I was focused on getting, Balenciagas and what they call those, McQueens, and you know what I'm saying? I was focused on getting stuff that was cool, that was in the now, right? When it came to clothes, like I wasn't just trying to wear stuff that fit me, wear stuff that actually was effective and wear stuff that, that made me feel good. No, I was focused on wearing stuff that was in the now, wearing like V-Lone and ripped jeans and Air Forces and graphic tees and graphic hoodies and shit, right? Like this is stuff that's current and trending in the now. So like at least at the time it was when I was in high school and stuff, Nike Techs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was focused on just the meta. Like I was focused on the exact way to do shit. And the problem with that is that it created this false paradigm in my mind. It created two false paradigms. Number one, that anything that I was going to do wasn't good enough. And number two, that there was this meta, that there was some golden ticket, some golden set of rules that if you abide by these, then you would be cool. You would fit the in crowd. Like you would be accepted. You would be accepted into the crowd. You'd be accepted into whatever thing that I was trying to accumulate or whatever. You could finally get girls or whatever. Like once you checked off these certain boxes, then you can get girls. Once you dress like this, talk like this, act like this, right? These specific ways, then and only then can you get girls and get all the shit that you want, right? And you have like friends in your social life and whatnot. And you already know where this is going. Like obviously that's not a smart way to think, and that's not true. But the problem as well, and we'll get back to that, is that I applied this false paradigm to everything in my life. When it came to studying, when it came to doing schoolwork, my parents are high achievers. My parents, make good money, and they went to school and they were successful in school. And so they would tell me shit to do. They would tell me like, oh, how to study, how to do this and how to do that. The problem is that I didn't think that that's how cool people did it, right? Like I'm like, okay, you're a parent, like, okay, of course you would say that, but how do the cool guys do it, right? It's not about what studying habit. It's not about what studying method was effective. It's not about what studying method was going to get me the best grades. It was about what studying method would get me the best grades that's also make me cool. Would that also fit into the meta? That also fit into the way that cool people did it, right? It wasn't just on how to get a job or how to make some money. It was like, no. Not just how to make money. It's how do cool people make money, right? You know what I'm saying? Like not just how to talk, right? Not just how to speak clearly and project my voice, and not just how to, speak with articulation and get my points across and whatever. No, it's about how do cool people speak. Not just how to dress, like it's how do cool people dress. You get the point, right? It's like I wasn't just focused on what worked for me. I wasn't focused on what worked for me. I was focused on what worked for cool people and how did cool people do shit, and how can I just copy that and basically become cool from doing shit like that. Gosh, like that was such a wrong way to think about it, man. And the thing that I've come to realize, because first of all, let me just tell you, I spent I spent years researching this shit because I didn't have a big brother. I mean, I don't have a big brother. I didn't have like people that kind of fit in the meta that were in my life necessarily. Like nobody that was older than me. I didn't really have like a big cousin or whatever that was like in it or whatever that like I was close to, or I didn't have like an uncle or whatever that would tell me shit. Like I was trying to figure this shit out all on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really friends with the people that were like in it, kind of. I mean, I had certain people in friend groups and whatnot that I would kind of emulate, but they didn't like tell me exactly how to, fit in the meta, right? So I would just kind of figure it out for myself. And I did a lot of research, and I did a lot of research. I watched so much content. I watched so many videos and read so many posts and looked at so much Instagrams and shit. I used to look at, because I didn't even know who to look at also. Like I would look at people like Flight Reacts, for example, like on how to dress. Because like I felt like he fit in the meta. Like I would look at people like him. I would look at people like, I don't know, like people that people that fit into the meta that were like at my school. And I would look up like how to dress, like how to get drippy and how to like get girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I would look up all that shit online. And at the time, this was like probably 2018, 2019. So there was nowhere near the amount of content that there is nowadays on this type of shit. Like nowadays, I probably could have looked it up and got real answers. But back then, there was basically none of this shit like back then, bro. I'm telling you. Because I used to look this shit up and I used to like fiend over. It was probably like 2016, 2017. Like when I was first, like I was in like middle school and shit trying to figure this shit out. And like, it created so much frustration in me. It created so much anger because all I wanted to do was just to figure it out, right? So I can finally fit into the crowd. When it came to getting girls, like I used to look up how to get girls and how to talk to girls, and not just like the official way or whatever, right? Because like there's always a lot of information on that, but it was like how do cool guys get girls? You feel me? Like it's not just what works. It's like how do these specific people do it? And I remember like these people, like they would make videos and they would say, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to say, but this is the mindset to have, and blah, 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 blah. And I remember I would get so angry. I would get so pissed on that because it would happen time after time after time after time. It was consistent. Every single person said that. No one ever told me exactly what to say. And that created this illusion in my mind. I was like, you know what? I was like, I would do it. Like I would go and talk to girls if only I knew what to say. If somebody just told me what to say, then I would do it. That was my mindset. That was my foolish, dumb mindset. And let me give you a secret, bro. The reason that people say that, and the reason that there wasn't that type of content out there, is because that shit doesn't even help you, right? If somebody told you exactly what to say, you still wouldn't say it correctly. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't say it in the right way to where you would get the girl anyways. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with anything. I ended up getting a lot of the shit that I wanted, right? Like that's kind of how life works. If you want something bad enough, you're gonna get it at some point, right? I ended up getting Jordans and all this type of shit, but I didn't have the swag, right? I didn't have the charisma and the swagger to wear it correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the shit. Like I ended up getting the shit. I ended up getting like the right hoodies. Like I got a bunch of like the right hoodies and the right t-shirts and all kind of shit like that. But it still didn't get me no girls. Right? It still didn't give me no friends or the swag or whatever that I wanted because I didn't have it inside of me. Right? I didn't have the dog in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have it inside. It wasn't authentic. Because that's not who I was. You know what I'm saying? Trying to impress people wearing V-Lone and shit. Like it didn't fit me, right? You're just putting on shit that doesn't suit who you are. And so that's why it was ineffective for me. And so I ended up getting to a point nowadays where I don't wear any of that shit. I still have all the Jordans. Still have all the graphic tees, still have all the graphic hoodies and all of that. I spent a lot of money on the shit. I used to use the damn paying for You know what they call those? The afterpay or whatever, paying for and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even have no money. You know, I used to work at Little Caesars. I wasn't making shit. I didn't make any money at Little Caesars. And you know why? Because I literally left my schedule open, even in the summertime. Because that's the only reason. That's the only place I can get a job anyway. Because my parents didn't let me get a job during the school year. I'm pretty sure. I can only get a job during the summer because they wanted me to focus on school when I was in school. And so when I got a job in the summer, I would start my shift. I would put my availability hours starting at like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. or some shit. It's not because I had so much to do. It's not because I had school to do. It's not because I had anything. It's because I wanted to leave my schedule open in case someone wanted to hang out with me, in case someone wanted to call me up and hang out. No one ever did. No one ever did that. So I was just losing money. I would just sit around all day doing nothing, playing video games and just doing dumb shit, scrolling on YouTube or whatever, playing 2K all damn day until about 6 o'clock, and I would just get up and go to work for like 3 hours because they closed at like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So I worked for like 4 hours, making like $10 an hour. So I didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have any money to actually buy the shit that I wanted. So I would use this like afterpay and shit, and I would get behind on the payments. And like I didn't have any money. I didn't have anything to go off of. I didn't have the swagger. I didn't have no money. I didn't have no friends. I didn't have no girls. And you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like all this shit was stacking up because I thought that like I had to do shit a certain way instead of just doing what worked for me. Like if I was just, like for example, if I just did what worked for me, I would have just worked the whole damn day. You know what I'm saying? I would have just worked all day because I needed the money. You know what I'm saying? And I would just have more money. If I dressed the way I actually wanted, it would have worked better because I actually would feel more comfortable with myself and I would feel more authentic. When it came to girls, like you gotta just the problem that I realized is that there is no meta. There is no meta. There's a certain way to do things, and I'm gonna make a separate video on this because there is this concept that the person that you want to be, if you act like them, then you're gonna become them, right? So there's a certain element of that, but when it comes to just outside shit, like how you're dressing and how you're speaking and like trying to like it wasn't like leveling up. You know, I wasn't actually leveling up. I was just trying to put on a mask and like talk like these certain people talk, you know, and not just like talk better. You know, like it wasn't improving. It was just like talking. It was moving laterally, you know what I'm saying, instead of longitudinally or whatever the word is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was moving side to side instead of like elevating, right? And that's really what you need to do. You need to do is elevate. And so like I said, when it came to studying or whatever, like when it came to reading books, for example, like these are things that would have helped me. These are things that would have done wonders in my life because that people have told me to do. Then I kind of like you kind of instinctively know like reading is good and shit like that. But it's like I didn't think cool people read books and shit. So I'm like I'm not gonna read that. You know, like I'm not gonna do that. Cool guys don't do that. Like I'm not gonna do that. You know, and I feel like that really held me back for a long time because it creates a paralysis because again I didn't have a big brother or anything, so I didn't know what to do. You know, like I didn't have the blueprint. All the videos that I watched, they didn't tell me exactly what to get. Like they would tell you, like they would give you like inspiration. It was all inspiration. It was all concepts and inspiration. It was never exactly what to do. Like this is the exact website to go to. This is the exact pair of pants to get. This is the exact hoodies to get and whatnot. These are the exact shoes to get. And so I basically just learned all this shit from observation, you know. What you need to do, the alternative to this, there is a better way. You have to just do shit that works for you. You have to just try things and put yourself out there and take action instead of just sitting back and trying to look things up and trying to think your way through it. That was my problem. I was trying to think my way through it instead of just going out there and just putting on some shit and just seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. I was afraid to fail. When it came to the basketball team, I didn't try out for the basketball team. I tried out like once in high school. I tried out like freshman year. And I never tried out again because I knew I wasn't going to make it. I didn't work out in the summertime. I didn't try to get better and work out during the summertime because I thought cool people like would hang out or something. Like I didn't think they would be working, like dribbling and spending all day with in a gym, like, you know, working and stuff. I thought it would just come naturally. You know, like I thought there was just certain ways that cool people did shit. Like I thought cool people like stuff just came naturally. Like they didn't have to work hard for stuff. So that's what I tried to emulate. But obviously, if you don't work hard for anything, if you don't try to put yourself out there and you don't take action for anything, ain't shit gonna get done. You're just gonna sit around just thinking about shit, right? Because I didn't have any good alternatives to this shit either. So I was just sitting around just playing video games and wasting my time and shit, building bad habits that I had to work hard to break later. You know, it only set me back. And so I'll say all that to say, you have to come up with your own shit. You have to take action. If you want to speak to girls, it's not about how cool guys speak to girls. You got to just go up and speak to a girl, actually. Big mystery. Big mystery solved. No, you just got to go up to literally just say some shit, right? Just say whatever the fuck comes to your mind, right? And that'll do you much better than trying to sit here and come up with a damn strategy, come up with a fucking 5-point plan, come up with a damn blueprint architecture, you know what I'm saying, on what exactly to say and how to say it and what she's going to reply and all this shit, right? Like, that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to be like, you say this, she's going to say this, so you say this, and she say this. You know, that's what I wanted, all right? Same thing with the clothes. Like, I wanted them to tell me exactly what website to go to and this and that. And that's a little bit different because, like, that can help with certain things. But then again, like, when it comes to like how to speak and how to talk and how to act and shit, like that doesn't help, right? You can go and adapt to your environment, for example. But I went to a white school, so like my environment didn't even reflect that of what I was trying to accomplish, right? That was really the big problem. Like the school that I went to and the people that I was around, like it didn't really reflect the shit that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to speak this a certain type of way, and that didn't work. That didn't work for the thing that I was trying to get. Somebody knock on the door. And who is that? Who is that? What's up? Yes. Can you close the door? I'll be out there in a second. So, what you want to do is people always do this, but yeah, bro. You gotta just make shit happen yourself. You gotta take action, and it's okay to adapt yourself to your environment. But I wasn't in the environment that worked for me, so that didn't exactly work either. What I found is you got to surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, okay? But you also got to have your own flavor. You got to have your own sauce. You can't just copy shit. You can't just copy exactly what other people are doing, all right? The main thing that I found that translates is things like confidence, things like masculinity, things like work ethic, goals, especially like having goals and working hard to achieve them. It's like once you do that, you don't have to act a certain way. You don't have to talk a certain way because you're automatically kind of just cool, you know, because like especially in high school, people don't have goals and shit. Like nobody knows what they want to do. So it's like if you have a specific goal, like even just that, just having a goal and working towards it, that's going to set you apart from a lot of people in high school and in college and like in life, honestly, like just having goals and working to achieve them and doing whatever you can to achieve it, right? And not setting yourself back, not sabotaging yourself, you know, that's a big thing. Like, especially for me that I've been working on, like you can't sabotage yourself. If you have a good day, like you gotta just have the good day. Like don't sabotage yourself. Don't scroll and do all this other BS, like playing video games and stuff, like, you know, it's all right, but it's like it doesn't move you forward. You know, that's really the key to all this shit. Like, you got to just move forward in any type of way possible. You know, whether it's cleaning your room, whether it's taking a shower, whether it's getting some food in, or like drinking water, like as long as you're moving yourself forward, that's gonna make you into the type of person that you want to be eventually. It's not about taking shortcuts and like wearing the exact thing that everybody else is trying to wear. You know, that doesn't help. You know, you have to just develop your own swag or develop your own confidence. And the way you do that is by working hard. Basically, just working hard on your goals and giving a fuck about yourself and taking care of yourself and taking care of your responsibilities and just getting stuff done and you know, just working hard on your goals and taking care of your responsibilities. That's how you build confidence in yourself and just moving yourself forward. And so if you have confidence, then anything else works. You know, like you can wear whatever the hell you want to wear and it works because you're confident in it. You know, you can say whatever you want to say and it works because you're confident in it. Right? That's how shit works in life. It's not about wearing the specific thing and then you're going to get confidence. No. It's backwards. It's the other way around. You have to get confidence by doing shit, by taking action and moving your life forward. You have confidence, and then you can wear what you want to wear, and then you can do what you want to do, and then the shit just works. All right? Then you become the meta. You become your own meta. Right? It's not about finding the meta and then like trying to fit into that. Right? You become your own meta. You get your shit done. You build your own confidence, and then, and only then, will you have your own meta that you can work from. You have your own set of boundaries. You have your own set of kind of internal mental rules and, you know, shit that you will and won't do and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's your meta. It's not about, you know, trying to fit into somebody else's meta, trying to fit into the culture or whatever. Because culture changes, right? Like culture is so just, it's like a tide. Like, it just moves so fast. Like, even the shit that I was wearing in high school that was cool back then, it's different than what it is now, right? People don't wear the same. It's not the same meta that it would have been when I was in high school than it is now. And I've only been out of high school for what, 4 or 5 years, and the same thing, like, for me, for the people that was in high school before me, right? The people that was in high school in like 2014 or 2009 or whatever, like that didn't carry over to the type of shit that was in high school when that was popular or trending or whatever in the culture when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So culture shifts, right? The only thing that's not going to shift is principles and shit like that, like principles and morals and values. That shit doesn't shift. That shit stays. That shit sticks. All right, through whatever culture waves and wind tides and all that type of shit, whatever type of stuff goes through, that shit is gonna just fade or whatever. That shit is fleeting. The things that you want to focus on is your values and your morals and your goals and your principles. All right, and that sounds boring or whatever, but it's true. Okay, you gotta have like some boundaries and some morals, and so you live by those. And if you stick to those and you actually stick to them, like if you say you're a hard worker, if you want to be an athlete, if you want to do whatever you want to do, if you have good grades and you study, and like, you have to actually do the shit, right? You have to actually do the stuff that you say. But once you have that and you stick to it and you follow through with this shit that you say, you're going to be more confident. And then the shit that you do is just going to work, you know? And then it's like, if the shit doesn't work for somebody, like if the way that I dress doesn't appeal to somebody, then it's like, fuck you. You're like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is me and I know this shit works for me. So it's like, I'm not worried about what you think. Back then, it's like, if what I wore didn't appeal to the people that I was trying to appeal to, then it's like, that hurts. You know, then I have to switch it up. Then I'm trying to change it. Okay. Oh, he said he clowned me for wearing this. Oh, I need to switch it up. I can't do this. No, right? You don't want to live by that. You don't want to live by the shit that you don't want to live by things that other people. You don't want to live by rules that other people make for you, right? You don't want to live by that. You have to live by your own set of rules. Live by God's rules, right? And then that's gonna feed you all the way through, right? And so yeah, bro, there's no meta. There's no man-made meta, I should say. There's no like earthly meta or whatever. There's nothing like that. Like if you read the Bible and you follow those rules, then you're completely, the work is done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Then you can do whatever you want inside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can dress however you want to dress when you're inside of that. You know what I'm saying? Because your morals are intact, and the right stuff is in order. Your priorities are in check. You keep God first. You don't put people first and like culture first and girls first and all this shit. No. Don't put any of that shit first. You know what I'm saying? You put God first, and you have like your morals and standards that come from that, and then everything else will follow suit. Okay, so I had to make this video. This is very important because I used to do this shit, and I know a lot of people do this shit nowadays. And this is really how you do it, bro. This is the meta, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So hope you guys like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like this video. Share this video with somebody who's trying to follow the meta, who's trying to fit into the culture and all of that stuff. Send this to them. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.